Alright, so Cyberschool has new ways to integrate your calendar. And if you go to the site config, you'll have this calendar integrations option. Let me go ahead and open that up. And this is what this looks like. So we have Google Calendar integrations, and I have a video going over that if you want to go ahead and take a look at that. But in this video, we're going to go over this Office 365 integration. So right now, the Cyberschool calendar is connected, and that's why our calendar module is empty, as well as our calendar widget is empty. To get this going, I'm going to click Sign in for Office. And I've already signed in before, so I don't have to sign in again. But if you haven't signed in, you'll be prompted for your email and your password. Just make sure you enter in the email and password for your school's Microsoft Office 365, not your personal one, lest you want to show your personal calendar. So I have it connected, and before I talk about, or before I actually get connected by clicking Office 365 here, I'm going to talk about these two buttons here. So we have a logout button, and this is going to prompt you to either log out everywhere, or close this window down. So logout is just if you happen to enter in the wrong account to connect to, you can just log out and just connect a different account. Log out everywhere is if you have this already connected to your calendar or your calendar widget there, you can log out everywhere and it'll disconnect that Microsoft Office calendar. So I would definitely say log out everywhere if you need to, or if you've already selected Office 365, or just log out if this is your first time connecting. We also have settings, so before we click Office 365, be sure to check the settings. And this is just what calendar or calendars are you connecting. So on my Office 365 account in this calendar here, I have calendar and calendar 2. And I'm just going to connect calendar, but I can choose calendar 2 as well if I want to connect both of those. Okay, so now that I have a calendar selected, I'm going to choose Office 365 and refresh. This little refresh link in the green message there. Alright, so just to recap, all we did was connect, we chose our calendars, and we selected Office 365. There's really only 3 easy steps, really like a couple different clicks in each step, but nothing too complicated like pulling an API or, I'm sorry, creating an API or pulling any IDs or anything like that. It's much simpler now. So now that I have Office 365 connected, I'm going to head to the module and just refresh. And there we go. We see all of the events actually pull into here. And the same is true for the widget. There we go. Awesome. So now that we have this connected, I can actually start adding in events into this calendar here, and it'll add to this calendar here. Let's go ahead and add an event for the 19th. So just like before, like we always done, we'll specify a date that this is starting and a date that this is ending. If this is, an event that's extending over a couple days, or we can untoggle this all day and choose a time that this is starting and ending. We can set up recurring events, so events that happen daily or weekly, monthly, or annually. But I don't want this to recur. We'll choose a calendar to post this to. So I only have the one calendar selected, but if I kept that calendar 2 toggled or connected, I can choose calendar 2 as well. I'm going to title this event from CS on, this is 8/19/2020. And I'll give this a description of this event was added from CS for Cyber School, and today's date is 8/13/2020, just so I know that this is, standing out among the rest of the current events there. So let me click on Save. And there's that event in the calendar on Cyber School. And on my actual Office event, there it is. And I can see this event was added from CS on 8/13/2020. So I can add to this calendar and it'll be placed onto my Microsoft Office calendar. Now let's add from a Microsoft Office and see if it actually adds to my Cyber School. So I'll just say event from Office on 8/26/2020. And I'll say this event was added from Office on 8/13/2020. Just the opposites, basically. Let's save that. And I don't see it on Cyberschool yet. Let me refresh. And I still don't see it. So what's going on here is that the reason we see it immediately on Office is this calendar is actually placed into a frame that's refreshing every couple of seconds or so. So if I add to the Cyberschool calendar and immediately go to this one here, and I won't see it immediately or anything like that, it'll take a couple seconds. But more to the point is if we're adding from Office and we go immediately to Cyberschool, we won't see it for a couple of minutes after refreshing. So I'll check back periodically, but I'm actually not going to see this for a while, just because it's just the Cyberschool servers and Microsoft servers talking to each other. You know, Microsoft has to tell Cyberschool that there's an update, and Cyberschool has to pull that update or actually reload the events essentially. But it's just going to take a couple of minutes. It's not that it's not working, it's just it's not showing immediately because our servers are currently talking to each other. And so I'll continuously check back until I see that event on the 26th there. But while those servers are talking to each other, it's worth noting that we can do other things with this. Let me go ahead and actually I can start deleting an event. So if I wanted to delete, let's say this 8 a.m. link in event there. So I have an event that has a link in it, but I can go ahead and delete that. So that's now gone from Cyberschool, and I don't see that anywhere in Office anymore. Great. I can also add events from this quick add option. If I go ahead and click on add event there, you'll see I have the same view that I did whenever I added an event there, or even edit some events. So this is an event from Office 365 edited by CS. I'm just going to remove that edited by CS there. Okay, let's take a look at event from Office. All right, I removed that edited from CS there. So adding, editing, deleting happens. Oh, look at this here on the 26th. Now it's been added. This event was added from Office on 8/13. So it just takes a couple minutes, like I said. But now we're seeing it actually appear there. And we have that 8 a.m. because when I added the event, it just auto defaults to 8 a.m. And I can toggle this all day and have it show all day or no time on this Cyberschool calendar. But the whole thing actually shows in the widget as well. If I go ahead and pull up the widget, let's see here. We added that on the 19th, event from CS, and the 26th, this event from Office there. So it's auto adding to the widget as well. So that's about everything I wanted to show you regarding the Office 365 integration. Perhaps you're more proficient in Office 365 as I am. I actually haven't dabbled with this well since college, and then I stopped using it altogether. And then we started integrating this, so I started using it more. But I'm not that proficient in Office 365. Perhaps you are, and you actually notice a couple other features that I didn't touch on in this video. But if that is the case, for sure, enjoy the new integrations that we have for your calendars.